On July 29, 2012, people in Aurora, Colorado anxiously awaited the premiere of the new Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises. No one in Theater 9 expected to do anything but see the movie and head home. They would have never have thought that their lives would change forever in as what is said to be the most intensive mass shooting in U.S. history by ABC News. The Batman shooting's mass murderer is James Holmes and left 12 dead and 58 injured. Today I'm going to tell you about the alleged murderer James Holmes, and I will tell you the extent of the shooting, and finally I will tell you where the murderer stands today. According to my survey, almost 70% of my audience didn't know the name of the killer or any of his past history, so let me begin with the description. James Holmes is a 24-year-old from San Diego, California, who graduated from the University of California, Riverside with honors. After graduating in 2010, he went on to get his PhD at a school in Colorado. A former classmate of his, who was interviewed by CBS News, explained that Holmes was non-aggressive and somewhat forgettable. Though no one really ever associated with him outside of the classroom, he was known to be a rather normal and quiet kid who excelled in school. So what made this young man come up with such a tragic plan to harm so many innocent people that night? We may never know, but now I will tell you in depth what happened the night his plan came into play at the Batman premiere. Just like everyone else that night, James Holmes bought a ticket for the movie. He went into the theater looking rather normal, without anyone knowing that he had a well-thought-out plan to attack. Once in the movie, James Holmes exited out the emergency exit of Theater 9, leaving it propped open. He went out to his car, where he had 4 guns that he had purchased days before the shooting at 3 local shops, says ABC News. While being armed with a rifle, a handgun, and a shotgun, he was also well protected with a gas mask, throat protector, and a bulletproof vest. He entered back through the exit door and first let off smoke bombs to go perfectly along with the scene during the movie. Then, without any further notice, the shootings began. People interviewed by ABC News stated that it was complete chaos. The gunman never had to reload, he would just use one gun after the other with plenty of bullets in each. Anyone who tried to escape would be shot at, and several people played dead. The Colorado police reported that calls were made at 12:39 p.m. and the police were at the scene about 2 minutes after the first several calls were made. James Holmes was arrested shortly after and was announced to be working alone. He referred to himself as the Joker and had dyed his hair a crazy color of orange. He went on to tell the police that his apartment was booby-trapped, and come to find out it really was. It was said that Holmes had bought 6,000 rounds of ammunition and throughout a 90-day period on the internet. With the 12 dead and 58 injured, not only those people who were hurt that day, but all of their extended families were hurt by James Holmes and his shooting. So where is James Holmes now, you may wonder? Well, let me finally go on to tell you where this murderer is and what his future looks to bring. James Holmes has not gone to trial yet, but has had many court dates and standings. Though we all know he must be a little crazy, the defense are now stating that he is mentally ill, according to Los Angeles Times, and he may have been trying to reach out to a psychiatrist who he had visited a little over a month before the shooting. It is said that he had sent her an outline after their visit that was detailed about his plan of the massacre. After receiving it, Fenton reached out to the campus police, and it is unsaid how they acted upon it. James Holmes is charged with 24 counts of murder and 116 attempted murders. Though James Holmes' trial is not yet started, there are many hopes for him to receive the death penalty. This tragedy that happened only 2 short months ago is still a huge topic of discussion. Now that I have told you that James Holmes is responsible for the Batman shooting, in-depth description of the shooting and where this murderer is today, I hope you can come to the conclusion of one thing. Life is a short and very fragile thing, and at any moment it can be taken away from you. There are scary, sick people out there, and we need to cherish every moment and just hope that we are never at the wrong place at the wrong time, for we cannot control some of the things that happen in our lives. All there is to do is accept that bad things can happen and be thankful for the good. Thank you.